Keepers have hidden the Talisman of Fire in a place they call the Lost City. Some kind of cataclysm buried the place underground ages ago. The Keepers have sealed the access to the city, a cleft in the river bottom near the east side. If the materials in the library are right, the strange stone I found can be used to open that seal. I've also got a map. It's so old the edges crumble in my hands. It shows the city, or at least how it was back then. I hope the old place hasn't changed much.
Yeah, so this is the mission I expected to have right after the Haunted Cathedral. I guess they decided to push it off a bit. I don't know, I think that it would have worked a bit better if we did this one right after the Haunted Cathedral, and then have the Thieves Guild, or not Thieves Guild, what am I talking about? The previous mission, which was the Mage's Tower, have that one come after this one. So then the whole thing with the Keeper Library and the stone, the strange stone, all that mentioned would seem a little more relevant if they happened right after that took place. But with that extra mission in the middle, it seems a little discordant. I don't know. Just my opinion. Okay. So, we need to find the entrance at the bottom of the river. We need to pick up some treasure. As Fen noted, for some reason, all of a sudden, the missions aren't telling us how much treasure we need. See, there's no mention exactly of the amount we need. I'm not sure what the logic was behind that, but they did have it at first, but now they stopped. It's strange. Okay. We can get medallions from the remains of keepers who were sent into the Lost City and died. Alright. And we need to get the Talisman of Fire. And then we have to get back out. Alright. Now, this mission used to have the Talisman of Fire and another talisman. I'm not sure which one it was offhand, but yeah. If I had to guess, it's probably the Talisman of Fire and the Talisman of Water. So, just a guess, though. What was that? Oh, that was the sound of me getting this key. I've got lots of cash on this one, and I happen to know that there's not... Well, normally, in the Dark Project version of this mission, I don't think you'd encounter a single human enemy, but the gold version changed that a bit. So I don't usually deal with breath potions, so forget about that. We can finally buy gas arrows. Finally. I think this probably was the mission where you would have had them for the first time then. Well, I guess I'll get a couple more rope arrows just because I'm not comfortable with having just one. Even though I always grab it and I've pretty much never lost a rope arrow, I'm still paranoid. This could be a big help, so let's do that. Yeah. And then I guess I'll just water arrow the rest of it. Sure. No healing potion, though. I'll just deal with it. Papyrus. What was that? Antiquities. You know, I never read those anyway, so I'm sure I'll just find it on my own. And here we go. Now, I do like how this starts in the city, and we find our way down from there. That's kind of cool. In fact, isn't this the same place? Yeah, this is the same place as in Assassins, remember? This is where Assassins ended. This is home turf. It almost seems implied that Garrett's home was around here somewhere. I'm not sure where, though. By the way, hopefully my frame rate isn't bugging out. If it is a little weak, I apologize. Ow. Let's not take that. But I happen to be rendering video while I'm recording, which isn't usually a good idea, but it's just how it's got to be this time. Is this the way down? Nope. Hopefully I can get out of here. Come on. Get me out of here. Alright, I can get out. Good. I'm just searching around because I'm curious if there's something important here that was mentioned in that note. Didn't this used to have a big smelting pot in it? Climb up here? Nope. It's all well and good. There's a lot of stuff here that is apparently just for show. May as well, I guess, since they already built it all for Assassins. So, really, why not included again, right? What if this can be something that blocks me out from going further this way? Do I have a map for this? Nope. Okay, I guess that's what blocks me off. Come on, Gary, you squeezed through it just fine when we were leaving through the sewers of the at the Mages Guild. There's really not much here then. Just the way down. You gotta go in the water and then that's that. I'm not sure if I saw it before and pointed it out or not, but yeah, the spot for the stone is down here. It's not even very secret, it's just super obvious. In fact, it's all lit up and stuff. That's kind of funny. Guess I'll grab a breath of fresh air before I take that deep plunge. Now, it's kind of interesting, but that's kind of weird. I'm already digressing from the point I was just about to make. That's weird, though. What? That secret door thing slides out all the way here. It's odd. Usually it just goes into the wall, but it slid quite a ways. I like the way these tunnels are made, though. They're already kind of interesting, even though it is just the same texture. It's still... I don't know. I like the shape of them. It's clearly 5-sided. You don't see it very often. But, in Thief lore, there are a few different things that I'm not sure exactly how they relate to one another. There's the Lost City, which we're going to, and since we're going to get to it just from going through this place under the city, that implies I may have needed those breath potions after all. Well, shoot. Ooh, you do it, Garrett. Come on. Ooh, don't die on me. Oh, man, that was terrible. I'll be back, and when I get that a little better. Okay, that was a little bit of drowning there, but it was kind of minimalized, so I guess I'll take it. Get me out of here. Alright, thank you. Spiders. Ugh. But, okay, what was I talking about? Get away from me. Did I get both of them? Oh, no. I missed this one. Luckily, just hitting these guys with the blackjack is sufficient to kill them, obviously. Alright, I don't really want to take that plunge. Unless I have to later on. I'll get to it. But clearly, the Lost City here isn't too far beneath the city itself. I'm not sure if it is totally beneath the city, or if we're going to be far enough away that it's not really beneath the city proper. It's not really explained. But I'm going to assume that it's beneath the city, right? So that goes back to that whole fire mages thing with, I wonder if there's a reason why I want to be over there. Not sure. Well, with the whole fire mage thing of saying that civilizations are born and then they are destroyed and then a new one's born from the ashes of the old and stuff like that. That seems to be the case here, where the Lost City is like... how did that guy not notice me? I have no clue. Actually, these tunnels are pretty nice, all things said. Usually usually caves and kind of natural looking stuff. I want to say organic, but natural is a better word for it. Usually that kind of stuff doesn't turn out looking this good, but these caves actually have some pretty organic shape to them. By which I mean, they're not too square or too obviously one shape. They've got a lot of variety in the shape, which that's surprising. I'm impressed. Again, I haven't really played this mission ever before, so this is mostly blind. I know kind of the idea of it, but not any details. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Come on, get away from me. So, there is the Lost City, which is where we're going. And there's also something, I think it's not really mentioned till Thief 2, but there's something called the Ancients. And then there's a, oh, here we go.
So, this is the Lost City. It's not lost no more.
It's not really that hard to find either, is it? And then there's the Fire Talisman right there. suppose it's too far for you to not knock a fire arrow. You have to go all the way down, then find your way up, and it's pretty maze-like. And then, oh, down there are our first glimpses of fire elementals. They're pretty cool. So, anyway, so there's the Ancients, the Lost City, and then there's something called Kareth Din or something like that. Well, I do want to quickly see if I can do this. And I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I've heard it said that they're not the same thing. At least based on, no. Based on what I recall from Thief 2, and from what I've heard from other fans, those are two different things, even though in Thief 2 you return to this Lost City area, and I think it's referred to as Kareth Din, so maybe that's the same thing, but I'm not sure if the ancient civilization is meant to be this or something else. Because I've heard it implied that the ancient civilization and maybe Kareth Din is like something that's even older than the Lost City. And the Lost City is just kind of similar to the modern city, except for it's just older and, well, you know, lost. But I really don't know. If you know about Thief lore, please leave a comment and clarify for me, because it's always confused me. I don't understand. I do like these. Again, I like these tunnels. I like this greenish stone.
How can the keepers keep this place a secret?
Yeah, I don't know. We found it pretty easily. It's not like the place that needed the unlocking stone was that hard to find. I'm sure that Fen is going to be squeeing right now when he gets to this. I still think that those lava textures look freaking awful. I much prefer the way those lava textures look in Thief 2. And I thought that they looked different, at least in some portions of Thief Gold, but I don't know. You can see that there's quality here, though. Look how nicely these stone textures are aligned here. It fits perfectly. Well, almost perfectly. Okay, that's concerning. And I can speak from experience with my own fan mission building stuff, that working with these kind of... Oh yeah, this. If you go into these rooms, the lights will come on. Nah. It makes hiding a little difficult. Luckily, I don't care too much about hiding, so... Yeah, see, this is something that makes it seem like this place isn't so much an ancient lost civilization as just it's like the modern city, just, you know, lost. Because, look at this loot, it looks exactly like the kind of loot we would have found on the surface, so... That seems kind of strange. You'd think that they'd be, like, more antique looking or something. I'm not sure if it's not due to oversight or what. There's not much hiding you can really do here. I guess you have to kind of squeeze in between these rooms like this. But I can't speak from experience. It's a lot of fun to work with these kind of textures, just because it's just enjoyable to make ancient lost areas and stuff like that. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Look at that nice detail there. Even have a second little bit there so that the top isn't all the same. That's cool. Helps with the alignment and all that. Granted, these rooms are kind of bland and, well, empty. Not bland per se, but kind of empty. But, I mean, at least there's a reason for it. No! No! Shoot. Come on. I don't think I can do this. Shucks. Well, it's one thing, though, with those lights, it's kind of annoying. I can already see that being the case.